Hello, my name is Muhammad Hanugraha. I am from the Maritime University of Raja Ali Haji. Today I'm going to explain part 2 on table manner. World table manner. Table manners are the rules of etiquette used while eating, which may also include the appropriate use of utensils. Different cultures observe different rules for table manners. Here are some examples. In the UK, the host or hostess takes the first bite unless he or she instructs otherwise. The host begins after all food is served and everyone is seated. Food should always be tasted before salt and pepper are added. Applying condiment or seasoning before the food is tasted is viewed as an insult to the cook, as it shows a lack of faith in his or her ability to prepare a meal. In religious households, a family meal may commence with saying grace, or at dinner parties, the guest might begin the meal by offering some favorable comments on the foods and thanks the host. In a group dining situation, it is considered impolite to begin eating if all the group have been served their food and are ready to start. In India, in formal settings, the host requests the guests to start the meals. Similarly, one should not leave the table before the host or the eldest person finishes his or her food. It is also considered impolite to leave the table without asking for the host or the elders' permission. Normally, whoever completes first will wait for others, and after everybody is finished, all leave the table. The cardinal rule of dining is to use the right hand when eating or receiving food. Hand washing, both before sitting at a table and after eating, is important. Cleaning with cloth or paper tissue may be considered unhygienic. Small amounts of food are taken, ensuring that food does not reach the palms. It is considered important to finish each item on the plate out of respect for the food served. Traditionally, food should be eaten as it is served without asking for salt or pepper. It is, however, now acceptable to ask for salt and pepper with a mention that you like more of it. Distorting or playing with food is unacceptable. Eating at a medium pace is important, as eating too slowly may imply dislike of the food, and eating too quickly is rude. Generally, it is not acceptable to burp, slurp, or spit. Staring at another dinner's plate is taken as being rude. It is inappropriate to make sounds while chewing. Certain Indian food items can create sounds, so it is important to close the mouth and chew at a medium pace. Seating and serving customs play important roles in Chinese dining etiquette. For example, the diner should not sit down or begin to eat before the host or guest of honor has done so. When everyone is seated, the host offers to pour tea, beginning with the cup of the eldest person. The youngest person is served last as a gesture of respect for the elders. Just as in Western cultures, communal utensils, chopsticks and spoons are used to bring food from communal dishes to an individual's own bowl or plate. It is considered rude and unhygienic for a dinner to use his or her own chopsticks to pick up food from communal plates and bowls when such utensils are present. Other potentially rude behaviors with chopsticks include playing with them, separating them in any way, such as holding one in each hand, piercing food with them, or standing them vertically in a plate of food. A rice bowl may be lifted with one hand to scoop rice into the mouth with chopsticks. It is also considered rude to look for a piece one would prefer on the plate instead of picking up the piece that is closest to the diner, as a symbol of fairness and sharing to the others. The last piece of food on a communal dish is never served to oneself without asking for permission. When offered the last bit of food, it is considered rude to refuse the offer. It is considered virtuous for dinners to not leave any bit of food on their plates or bowls. Condiments such as soy sauce or duck sauce may not be routinely provided at high-quality restaurants. The assumption is that perfectly prepared food needs no condiments, and the quality of the food can be best appreciated. In South Korea, in formal settings, a meal is commenced when the eldest or the most senior diner, a dinner or diner, at the table partakes of any of the foods on the table. Before partaking, intention to enjoy the meal should be expressed. Similarly, satisfaction or enjoyment of that meal should be expressed at its completion. On occasion, there are some dishes which require additional cooking or serving at the table. In this case, the youngest or lowest ranked or non-child member diner should perform this task. When serving, diners are served a meal, including the beverages, water, tea or alcohol. In descending order, starting with the eldest highest ranked diner to the youngest lowest ranked. Usually diners will have one bowl of soup on the right with one bowl of rice to his left. Alternatively, soup may be served in one large communal pot to be consumed directly or ladled into individual bowls. Dining utensils will include one pair of chopsticks and one spoon. Common chopstick etiquette should be followed, but rice is generally eaten with a spoon instead of chopsticks, as eating rice with chopsticks is considered rude. Often, some form of protein, meat, poultry, or fish will be served as a main course and placed at the center of the table within the reach of the diners. Bantan, small dishes of food served along with cooked rice will also be distributed throughout the table. If eaten with spoon, bantan is placed on the spoonful of rice before entering the mouth. With chopsticks, however, it is fed to the mouth directly. The last piece of food on a communal dish should not be served to oneself without first asking for permission. But if offered the last bit of food in a communal dish, it is considered rude to refuse the offer. Bowls of rice or soup should not be picked off the table while dining, exception for large bowls of noodle soup. Slurping while eating noodles and soup is generally acceptable. It's not uncommon to chew with mouth open. And that's all for part 2. Thank you for your time.